His positioning from playing so much Ana, so much Zen is generally pretty good too. So we'll see if this combination of supports works out for Seoul a little bit better.
We are going to see Kariv on the Widowmaker. He's just going to take one shot probably. Nope, not even going to do that. So
right, here we go. Soon on the attack already. On that Tracer flanking around the side. Seoul playing the defense up a little bit, guarding that point. Soon poking at the pharmacy.
Yeah, not going to be playing the Winston on defense here, so going to be playing with sight lines a little bit more, trying to position themselves more dynamically.
Whoa.
And Fleta is going to take out Silk Thread right away.
Yeah, he's down early. Seoul pushing ahead now that they've eliminated that Pharah. And looks like Valiant has to back out a little bit.
And Seoul has to be careful. They do have a negative win rate on this map. They're 1 and 2 overall, so it hasn't been one of their most powerful maps in the pool.
True. Very true. Fate a little bit on the low side, has to back up and get some heals. Silk Thread, meanwhile, trying to avoid getting picked off by Fleta this time. Fleta is deadly with those air-to-air rockets. You know, for a player that takes so many of those air-to-air battles, his accuracy is so crazy. Like we know, now Valiant attacking in. What did I say, man? Fleta just turning around, picking Silk Thread out of the sky. Kariv brings Unko back into action, but it doesn't matter. Valiant has to back away again.
And as you say, the air-to-air has been deadly. We look at Seoul's last match against Houston, and Fleta was dominant in the Pharah versus Pharah battles.
Well, they've just lost Fate on the side of that fight, so yeah, I think Valiant needs to back away. And look at this, while Seoul has had such a solid defense, they've also built up nearly all of their ultimates, and on the Valiant side, they've barely got the self-destruct up for Envy, rather. Fate's close to his, Kariv used his ultimate, but Seoul is ready to defend this one efficiently for a long time, it seems like.
And they're still playing the game of float around the tower on the Pharahs. As we see, basically, Seoul is just...
Oh, my, that's the third time?
No.
What? Fleta! Man, that guy with the sign that said Fleta is the meta was not lying.
He's not done yet, still going to be trying to chase down Unko here. Unko will escape with his life.
Dude, that is the third time Fleta has killed Silk Thread air to air, and you can tell he's just got Silk Thread's movements downloaded. He waited for Silk Thread to use the boost and then led him with the rocket so perfectly. Like, this guy is incredible to watch, Pharah v Pharah.
Absolutely he is, and we're still not seeing any switches yet. Seoul only using the barrage to counteract that last push.
Yeah, if you got a chance to kill the Mercy right after the Pharah goes down, go for it, right? Zumba, meanwhile, chasing the hallway, maybe in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to go ahead and try to shove the D.Va back out as it's exploding. Doesn't get any kills, but he does stay alive. Guido brought back up by Jayhong again, and now Fleta in yet another air-to-air fight, taking a lot more damage. So Soon gets involved, and Fleta does go down before being res again here. So another chance for him. They're chasing down Kariv, and they get him. Kariv out of the way. One tick taken by Valiant in the meantime. But without that Mercy, do they have the staying power? Maybe with these kills, now they do.
Soko needs to get out of there so his team can reset, actually, but he's going to get a team back on the way there.
Hey, that's not bad at all. So they're taken down, and it looks like Valiant may have this one.
Yeah, they're going to get charging back, so the fadeaway D-Mech, very important for Valiant.
Yeah.
We're going to see one last attack here from Seoul.
That's right, they're going to come in, try to delay a little bit more. They've got the Primal Rage, and soon taken out by Fleta. This is actually a real opportunity for Seoul here. And Fleta pops that barrage, takes down Silk Thread one more time as the rest of his team charges in. They've got Jayhong there, keeping everybody healed.
Kariv has the Valk, but he just doesn't have enough people to res right now. He's heading back to his spawn. 10 seconds left.
What a
Soon
crazy
is still
hold.
around the backside. He can still stall this out.
96.5% taken by Valiant, but they haven't taken it yet. Bunny still hunting. He might have to use that Pulse Bomb on Fate instead. No, taken out by Unko. Snipes him from the side. Soon goes down in the meantime, too. They've got the self-destruct from Zunba, so Seoul with an opportunity to hold here as Valiant desperately tries to take point A. Fate barely gets out with his life, and Unko going wild on that Zen. A couple kills for him. Fleta and Guido, here comes the self-destruct. Envy gonna get D-Mech by that one, but it looks like Seoul may need to back off. They may have lost this at the last minute.
Bunny's gonna come back in. Miro and Jayhong are on their way. That's not it.
Oh, it's not it, no. Miro gets there just in time, but Jayhong can't keep him healed. And that will be it now. Valiant finally gets it at the last possible second.
Credit to Silkthread, finally came up with the big play with the air-to-air kill onto Jaehong to cut off the healing. And Valiant, we've seen this from them many times before. When the wick is burning, when they are in overtime, they do come up clutch.
Yeah. They are a clutch team. It's the other moments in the game that have been a bit more of a struggle recently.
It almost seems like they really need that fire under their ass to make the aggressive plays.
Yeah. Well, Flood is going to make him settle for a rocket in the face. Instead, Kareev comes in with the resurrection, but Seoul defending up front here. Unko was such a big part of how Valiant finally took point A here. I bet they're glad to have him back. Soon gets a kill on Miro, and it looks like with those kills, they could get the payload moving now.
Yeah, both the Valkyries have been used. Miro has the Primal Rage. He's going to not use it right now. Go ahead and respawn. Wait to stall out. 1.5 minutes remaining. Only the Primal Rage up for Seoul. Valiant has some tools, especially that Transcendence that they can work with.
Yep. Fled is still on that Pharah for the moment. Getting closer to the ultimate, but you don't see the Pharah as often.
Bunny has been chased all the way back to the spawn of the Valiant by Soon, actually, so he's not going to be a big part of this engagement.
Interesting. Transcendence used by Unko. Gonna try to keep everybody up for the moment here. They gotta get back to that payload, though. Less than a minute remaining now for Valiant. Envy's gonna lob his self-destruct in there. Can he stay alive? He killed Fleta, picked him out of the air here. Gets remeked. And he might get the heals. I don't know, he's not getting enough right now. Might be okay. Meanwhile, Silkthread firing to the point. There's a barrage trying to take down Miro. Turns around. He's going to get Bunny as well before he's finally knocked out of the air by Miro.
And Soon
Jaehong down.
Soon gets Sunba too as he's using the self-destruct. So no remech now for the Seoul Dynasty. Fleta is going to die as they float up to stop that barrage. And Valiant keep on moving.
Yep, that's right. Well, a little bit more of a delay again. They're trying to come in, but that should be... Oh, no, Zunda's back on the point. Guido down, though. Unko comes in with yet another kill. And I don't know, man. I don't think... Yeah, they can't hold it. There's point B. And so, 1:30 for Valiant to try to finish this attack run. They've been able to do it in overtime twice. Can they do it one more time?
And Bunny immediately onto the McCree. Fleta to the Junkrat. So the point C swaps coming through. Miro will switch to the Orisa. Trying to deal with some of these flankers with the McCree and the Junkrat. They will deal with the low ceiling as well for Silkthread in here. He's going to have to stay well back. He's getting damage boosted by Kareev right now. Just trying to get the damage into the front line.
Here we go. It's Valkyrie time as Kareev brings Fates back up again. Soon, 6 a pulse bomb to Miro. Something every Orisa is very experienced with. Zunba tries to get on the payload. He's going to get low. Heal just in time, actually. Miro brought back up, and now Bunny coming in on that McCree for the kill on Soon. Fate hiding around the side of the pillar, but still taking a ton of damage. Trapped back in the wall, doesn't have that Primal Rage to stay alive, but he's going to go back in, get that healing from the Transcendence just in time. And can they stay on the payload here? It looks like they can hang up there for the moment. Nice kill on the Fate as Bunny picks him out of the air with the Deadeye. Looks like Seoul will hold for now. And there's not a lot of time left for Valiant. They need to scramble to get back to this payload.
And this is where you can get punished for not swapping. Only 20 seconds, and Seoul with a much better composition for holding the linear path through this map right now. They're going to try and post forward towards the choke point at the entrance to C.
Well, it's 10 seconds. Valiant needs to waste no time in getting onto the payload. Down to 5. Somebody's got to boost in there. Fate walking forward with the Orisa, trying to get the damage done. Fleta tries to get back up to the air. I think he got pulled down by the Hulk there. Valiant on the point. They've got the supercharger on the side of Seoul Dynasty, though. Soon comes in with the pulse bomb for the kill on Miro, though. And there's the self-destruct. Oh, that's a good one. He gets Fleta. Transcendence comes in, though, from Guido. But has it done enough? Miro back up on the point, though, so that Orisa crucially still in the fight. Silkthread gets brought back up, too, and it looks like Valiant maybe pulling out ahead of this one.
And Kareev had the later Valkyrie, so he's still going to be able to work his way through.
Yep.
Payload keeps moving, and it's now all about this overtime push. The Valiant have saved this for the last second.
Zunba demeked at the worst time. Can they even get there to stop it? Fleta dives in. Low health already. Jaehong with the clutch heals, but it doesn't matter. They didn't stay on the payload. And so Valiant will manage to complete their attack run.
Valiant Sometimes this team is just so frustrating. It's to the metal. They made it through that map. The rest of the point B and point C.
Obviously, he can play the Mercy well, but I feel the playmaking potential is more important. But I'm not coaching Seoul, so there's only so much I can do. Seoul Dynasty on the attack right now. Jayhong, of course, on Mercy duty here, as Guido is in for Toby. He'll be playing the Zen. And it looks like it's going to be Fleta back on that Pharah one more time. No surprise really there.
Yeah, they're going to keep trying to push around the side right now. So similar style of defense from the Valiant. As we saw, Thread's got to be careful. He can't afford to die like he did on defense, like he did on attack. So it's going to be right in his face again.
I've never seen a Fleta, or I've never seen a Pharah. I've never seen a Pharah as good as Fleta in air-to-air. And I mean, soon they're just going to need to rename Pharah to Fleta, and then I'll be right.
Oh, soon actually died to Guido.
Yeah, well, Guido.
He's not going to be rezzed. He's behind the entire team of the Dynasty, so that's going to be about it. But Unko will respond in turn. That is a massive kill for the Valiant.
Zenyatta's are not putting up with Tracers on this match so far. Envy does take out Miro, though, so it looks like Seoul will have to pull back a bit.
Seoul is playing a very patient game on Eichenwald A on both attack and defense. What they're doing is they're sort of just rotating around the central tower and waiting for Fleta to get a kill or for the Valiant to make a mistake. In that case, it was Guido finding Soon in the back line, but they're just going to sit here and peek around until Fleta does something good.
Yeah. Luckily for Valiant, Unko was able to do the same thing on the Zenyatta. Well, Fate a little bit low up top there. Fleta going for a little bit more air-to-air with the Pharah. He's got the barrage ready. Miro drops again. They get the DMAC onto Envy, but oh, Fleta's in a bit of trouble. Gets far enough out of range to avoid that self-destruct. Envy nearly DMAC'd yet again. Zunba, meanwhile, does lose his DMAC. Bunny with 2 kills, though. He got Unko and Soon. Maybe that's enough with this barrage from Fleta. We will see. Kareem brings Silk Thread back, though, so Valiant still in this one for the moment. That control percent did start to build just a bit. Now with Guido falling, I've got a feeling Valiant's going to hold this one a bit longer.
Yeah, Kareem is still in the Valkyrie. Miro's going to come back in with the Primal Rage. Respawn's coming through. Zunba back. Guido will be back shortly.
Soul's not giving up just yet here. Silk Thread down. And Jayhong able to keep everything up. There's the Transcendence now for Unko. But they're kind of just waiting it out. He's kind of just keeping everybody alive. Now Bunny's back on the point. Again, trying to find people in the house here. They've got Kareem trapped in there. No, he's still alive for the moment. I think, did he just
got stuck?
He got stuck. Unko down as well. That both supports out of the way. So Seoul with a golden opportunity now to finally get point A going. And yeah, that'll be it. That's the kills they need. And a fist to the face. Fleta killing the other Pharah in every possible way, air-to-air.
That's right, but it's still a good hold from the Valiant, and Soon is still behind enemy lines. He's going to try and stall out this card. He's waiting until Seoul pushes forward. Watch. He's going to show up eventually here. He's so good at getting these little extra inches, and it's only Guido right now. He's stalling the cart right now.
Yep. You can see contested on your screen right now. Soon's back there being annoying. Had to back off, of course. There's only so much you can do, but Soon is definitely the sneakiest Tracer in Overwatch League as far as that kind of thing goes. Stalling enemy payloads, subtly pushing his own payload from time to time.
I mean, he nearly killed Guido, and he's still there. He's still right next to the payload. He's the only one. And look at how much he's delayed.
Yeah,
this payload actually bought about 20 seconds.
Oh, Zumba's had enough of that, though, but Soon is definitely becoming that annoying Tracer in all of our ladder games that just won't let you get out of spawn. Let it back there. Oh, Bunny goes down. The harassment not quite as effective there. And there's a barrage coming in. Whoa, but Unko finishes him off, got the healing just in time from Kareem. And so will Fleta stay on the Pharah? That's what I'm kind of wondering about now. I think the res did come through, so nope, he didn't. It looks like he will for the moment.
All right, Valiant are using everything right now, though. They poured all of their ultimates into this fight. Silk Thread's gonna be back.
Silk Thread!
Gonna get pistol whipped.
Yeah, one clip from Bunny is about as much of it as he can take. And Miro brought back up again. It looks like finally Valiant ground down to the point where that payload can move, but soon, again, still back there, still delaying. It finally gets started now.
Question is that going to be worth it from an ult economy perspective? Kareev came in with the Valkyrie. They managed to drain everything from Seoul, though, so they should be in an okay position here to go ahead and hold on B. They don't have a lot of time. left to work with. So Seoul going to be proactive right now and try and deal with people as they come through the doors.
That seems smart. Oh, flooded down though. Fate. Mario stomps him to death with the Winston, and Jayhong taken out by Silk Thread as well. So that's going to be a full reset from Seoul Dynasty, and they're down to 1 minute 30 on the clock.
Man, Valiant looking great right now.
Oh yeah.
They've got a lot of ult percentage on Kareev already. Jayhong still struggling to get back to his Valkyrie. There's only 1 minute 15 remaining. So Valiant, they have all the advantages here. They have the positional advantages. They don't have to worry about getting through the doorways anymore. They can play on the bridge. Fate is sneaking up on the top side of your screen there because he wants to get some environmental kills. The Primal Rage if he can.
Alsoon's being sneaky too.
Great
Check
job.
out Nagito. He got it, and there goes Jayhong too. Valiant more than ready for this.
And they just walked straight into the trap.
Yes,
from
they
the
did.
Valiant. They were herded up the staircase by the pulse bomb, and then Fate was there to jump in and take out the second support. Great synergy between Fate and Soon. And now 30 seconds. Reeve has the Valk. Jayhong still needs 50%. Fleta has moved to Widowmaker. He knows he's just got to get some picks. He's got to click some heads right now if they want to push.
Yep, that's about it. It's going to come down to some picks and some pretty big fights from Seoul.
Fate nearly got punished for being in the same position as he was last time.
Yeah, he's going to have to pop that Primal Rage a bit earlier than he would have wished, perhaps. He's going to go after a few members of Seoul, though. Gets Miro. Oh, man, they lost Miro again. Do they have the
Jayhong's down.
Not without Jayhong. Jayhong out of commission, too. And Guido with the Transcendence. But once that ends, Valiant is going to be all over the members of Seoul here. Fleta goes down due to Unko. Zenyatta versus Widow goes in the favor of the Valiant, and that will be about it. I don't know if Seoul can get back there. No, Bunny tries, but that's it. Miro now on his own. He's got the Primal Rage, but he needs to stay on this payload here, waiting for Jayhong to come back in. The Mercy zoned out, killed immediately, and OT ticks away, and that's going to be the LA Valiant winning Eichenwald.
And that is a great start to this series for the Valiant, the
Seriously.
must-win team to keep themselves alive in the stage playoffs. And they really pretty disappointing overall. That may have been the reason behind some of the DPS swaps that we're seeing right now. Valiant, again, they do like to play Tracer Genji dive on this attack. It will be the Mei boost onto the Widow Junkrat defense.
As you often see, Munchkin taking a big chunk out of Fate as he jumps in on that Widowmaker now.
You're not going to be too sad about that, though, because Kareev's going to get a bunch of ult charge, so calculated leap into, they're just charging.
I mean, that's the thing.
They can't take shots at Fate like this, otherwise they're going to fall behind in the support ult economy.
Oh, we talked about that. That really, you know, maybe the Widows should be avoiding the tanks here on Anubis defense point A, because yeah, look at that. Kareev always already up to 26% for that ult charge.
Yeah, you got to look for agilities right now. Zunba's actually flying around the back trying to find agilities.
Wekid repositions himself on the other high ground as Valiant comes in, and he already takes out Guido almost immediately. And so Seoul in a little bit of trouble. They can't get to him to res him just yet. That's one tick taken by Valiant already. Seoul needs to drop. They need to get down there at some point. Otherwise, Valiant's just going to take it.
They're going to be sitting ducks if they
Another
drop,
one.
though. Agilities.
You got to do something, and finally agilities. He's like, I don't want to wait anymore, man. I'm just going to come in. I'm going to kill Miro. I'm going to go after the other supports. Yep, Munchkin down. There's Jayhong taken out, and Valiant.
But Wakid and Munchkin are turning this around, actually. They're going to stall out with the help of the self-destruct and the remake. Wakid's still on the point, dealing a lot of damage to these tanks. He's going to get another one.
Yeah, and he is doing what he needs to do on this Junkrat to keep his team in it, but they nearly gave up point A right there. I mean, 79.3% already taken by Valiant.
One of the things that is extraordinary about this Seoul roster is their ability to stall out points. We saw it on Eichenwald. They will not bat an eye at letting an enemy get 90+% of a point as long as they can buy the maximum amount of time to get their respawns in. And we see it again, effective. Wakid is going to open up with the Riptire here. He wants to get one of the flankers.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe a support if he's lucky. Weki taken out by the Pulse Bomb, and I don't even think he got the DMEC there, no. The healing came in, and meanwhile, he was found.
But that caused the Valkyrie to be popped, so all Valiant have to do is wait now, Noah.
Yep, that's
just
right.
Just wait for the Valkyrie to be over. Soon gets a crucial pick, and they're just going to be patient.
Yep, that's right. Munchkin trying to get back on the other high ground, putting some bullets into Fate in the meantime. Gets jumped on though. There's Soon, he's right there. Oh, a little bit of help from the Diva, and that's going to be Munchkin falling. Transcendence coming in from Guido. Not soon enough to save the Widowmaker though. Jayhong has to use a res, and here comes Agilities with that aggressive Dragon Blade. We see it all the time from this guy. Gets Jayhong, gets Wicked. Guido falls as well, and Valiant going to take an easy point A now.
Yes, they are. The price was pretty intense, though. They're not going to have an ability to snowball off of ult economy onto point B.
Right.
Dumping everything they had, but great patience from the Valiant. Just forcing the Valkyrie and then making sure they were in a better position to push forward with a Valkyrie of their own. Soon is on the hunt.
Yep. As usual, sneaking around in the back, trying to land that Pulse Bomb. Going to throw it in at Miro. Didn't really land it that time around. And gets taken out by Weki. So the push going a little bit rough for Valiant right off the bat here.
Yeah, they need to get out.
Yep, that's
Envy is going to be DMAC. That's a huge DMAC at the end. Wikid.
That's a big stagger.
Yeah, with the concussion mines at the end means that Envy's going to have to go all the way back, swap off, reset his ult, and get back on the Diva. So consequential, the fade away DMAC there.
That's a good, 15, 20 seconds now that Valiant loses out of the time bank. They can't attack, and Seoul, meanwhile, builds up a lot of ultimates. So if they can play this one efficiently, they can hold pretty long, and Wicked getting picks on Soon certainly does help.
I mean, that's just some spam with a Mercy damage boost right there. Soon, fortunately, in the wrong place at the wrong time as he tried to get the flank.
Yep, somewhere Jake is like smiling and nodding. Like, yeah, that's how you do it. Guido getting pretty close to Transcendence, so the ult advantage definitely in Soul's corner right now.
It will probably be for a while, too.
Yeah.
Wicked maybe the first to use his right now.
Well, 3:50 on the clock for Valiant, so they got some time. And here comes a Riptire. Wicked, oh, he finds Soon. He's like, not twice. No, not going to get me twice.
Munchkin tried the flank there, but he dies to Unko, who has been having a great day so far. Valiant have been swapping off the Mercy between Kariv and Unko, and I think it's definitely working better today with Kariv on the Mercy because we're seeing a lot of big Zen plays from Unko.
I'm so happy to see Unko back, and that's why, man. He can take care of himself on the Zen, which is huge. Meanwhile, Zunba needs a little bit of help. Oh, he can't get back! He can't get back to spawn and get the health back. He uses that self-destruct just to get the mech because he knows Valiant is going to come in. Unko and Fate already picking up kills though, so Seoul in a little bit of trouble. Jayhong forced to use that Valkyrie immediately here, and Unko can just wait. He can just bide his time. Has some shots onto Jayhong already, and here comes the Dragon Blade again. This time Guido ready with that Transcendence, but it doesn't save Wicked or Miro. Never mind. It is going fine for Valiant.
And they still have a trance of their own. Unko sitting on it right now. They can use it as the members of Seoul trickle in.
Yep, that's right. Zunba DMAC de-lifed as well. A stun, but Jayhong on that Doomfist now, not lasting any time at all. And Valiant looks like they're going to roll this one to maybe 2 points if they can just handle a bit more of the respawns. They're getting so close, and they've got it. 2:20 on the clock. A very solid attack run for the Valiant.
Valiant's ult economy has been excellent today so far. Soon on the Widowmaker, and Agility's on the Junkrat as expected. Meanwhile, Seoul is going to be running a pure dive composition, so
yeah. All right.
We're actually seeing basically both teams running the same things on attack and defense. Execution from Valiant was good in the last round, and it will be Wicked on the Genji. Typically, we see Fleta play that hero on the side of Seoul.
The aggression is real, but soon trying to be ready for Wicked. Here comes Inbi. He's going to take that Venom Mine first. Hopefully giving his Genji a bit of a chance to come in more safely. But soon just going over on the other side now.
They've set a big arc around this. Miro is hiding on the low ground, actually. Munchkin is trying to force them out of this room, but he's...
Oh, that's not going to work. Soon finds a headshot. Push back a little bit, but Wicked, I don't know how long he's going to last here, man. It's a duel. Wicked finds the kill, gets Soon and Kariv. That's a great start for Seoul. And poor Fate on his own, up on the high ground there. He's going to be pushed back, and it's looking like a good point A for Seoul. Envy has a chance to delay here. Maybe Valiant can turn this around, but that's an immediate DMAC, and it looks like they might just give this one over, although Fate walked back in. That's going to be a late death and a chance for some momentum now for Seoul Dynasty.
Boy, this is
That was a dangerous
really
one.
bad for the Valiant. They have Seoul has charged both support ultimates. Fate has to switch to the Winston, and Guido is going to one-shot agility.
Man, channeled his inner Jae-Hong there, and soon in the back lines being annoying, but Seoul gonna get onto point B really fast here. We'll see what they can do. Both Winstons falling here. Guido firing away, looking for a kill on Dasun. Got that Transcendence, gonna use it at the last second to keep everybody up again. Both Zens popping their ultimates, but here comes the Dragon Blade. Weki pulling it out, cuts down Kareem. First things first. Soon goes, there goes Agilities, and Fate on his own on point B. And Seoul crushing it so far in this attack. They've nearly got it. Can Envy get back in time? He gets on the point. He uses a self-destruct, but there's a Winston bubble around it. Seoul gonna weather that storm. Kareem down again immediately. Zunba the hero, and they are on track to set a very good time, unless Valiant has a pretty crazy defense, and they do not. 5:51 on the clock for Seoul. A crushing attack round.
And that's the thing on attack on a map like Anubis. It is hard to dislodge the Junkrat Widowmaker Orisa to destroy you in this league.
Well, let's see if they've figured out the defense a little bit more here. LA Valiant on the attack with 2:20 in the time bank, and man, they need to make this time count because Seoul has a wealth of time on their side. They need to come in fast and furious here.
Going to see the exact same thing, except this time the Valiant are going to push through faster. They know they don't have the time to work up to the big ult that they had last time.
Yeah.
Trying to...
Oh, Unko showed his face, and that's all Munchkin needs. I mean, you know, Zenyatta should know what happens with Widowmaker and Omnix.
And you have to be really careful, because Kareev wants to res him, but he also has to go across that open expanse where he knows the crosshair of Munchkin is. So they're just going to let him respawn all the way back at the base.
Yeah. Well, Agility's just poking as much as he can here. Has to wait a little bit. There's a dive coming in. Went after Widowmaker. Chased her off the high ground, at least onto the other one anyway. Back taking a lot of damage, though. Valiant on the payload. Trying to finish off Jae-Hong. He's really low. Oh, but the kill doesn't come through. Instead, Fate falls on the Valiant side. And can they get there to res him? No, NVD mech. Valiant is going to need to fall back here.
And that time it was only Fate and Envy that were against 2 DPS and the Jae-Hong on the Mercy in that room, so they didn't have the damage to take anybody else out. They found themselves in a confined space with a bunch of Junkrat grenades.
Yep.
And now Jae-Hong and Kareem both with the Valkyrie. We're going to see it come out now.
Yeah, they're going to give it a try anyway. Jae-Hong down. Envy
Jae-Hong
with a
down.
crucial pick there. That's huge, and there goes Wekid. Munchkin strikes back, demeching Envy. But Agility should have the kill here. Self-destruct not going to accomplish a lot. There goes Zinba. And it looks like point A may be going the way of Valiant very quickly. Yeah, goodbye Miro. That's point A. Seoul needs to scramble now to set up a point B defense.
Yeah, as much going to stay on the Widow. Seoul preserved both of their support ults. They say, okay, we'll let you, we have plenty of time in the bank. We'll let you have this. But so did Kareev. Kareev didn't have an itchy trigger finger on the Valkyrie. They only had to use the Transcendence from Unko.
Yep.
46 seconds. One attack from the Valiant to try and take this.
We'll see what they can do. It's a crucial moment for Valiant.
Rakid has the Riptire too.
Oh, they just lobbed the Pulse Bomb and it doesn't get anything for Soon. That's rough. They do get Miro though in the end, so the follow-up from the team is decent. Oh, hello, Riptire.
That was such
goes right into it.
That was actually a bait by Wakid.
I guess so, man. He was ready for Soon. Kareem comes in with the res, but he has to leave the rest of his members on the point now. Can Seoul capitalize on this? Can they hold? NVD mech. There goes Zunba though, so both teams out of the action. Dragon Blade coming in, Agility's trying to find targets, and he does. Seoul Dynasty has lost nearly everybody. It's on to Weki to hold this one. One more time, we're into overtime, and Jae-Hong has the Valkyrie going. Weki brought back up again. Junkrat needs to carry for Seoul right here, right now, but Agilities cuts him down.
Guido is coming back though on the Soldier 76. Remember, Guido is a DPS player at heart.
Yes, he is. Yep, a lot of DPS experience for this guy. Zunba being chased out there. They're going to find the kills. OT ticking away, and they can't get there. Seoul will hold Valiant to just 1 point in the time bank. Now, if you're Valiant, I think you're sweating a little bit because Seoul has got nearly 6 minutes for their time
I
bank.
wonder if Jae is going to play Ana. He has played Ana on attack on this particular map before.
True.
It wasn't effective, but what Ana can do is if you play... Oh, no, I got excited. Just kidding.
For once, your hype was killed. Wow. Does not happen very often. Well, Seoul on the attack one more time here. Let's see what they can do.
All right, so they are going to play the ult charge game. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out very well for them as Wakid will have to be resurrected instantly.
That's right.
Agility's going to be sitting on quite a bit of ult charge as a result of that damage.
Certainly not a bad thing for Valiant. He's coming around the back now. Tried to dislodge Valiant from the high ground.
It's only the tanks on the close side by Zunba, though. They're still going to go onto the side with the DPS. Envy's going to reposition over there.
He didn't get up on the high ground like he wanted to. Zunba down on the low ground. Agilities does go down, though, but Unko finds the kill onto Jayhong. That is big. Meanwhile, Munchkin fighting for his life. But the rest of his team is kind of falling around him. He gets the kill onto Soon. And so he can still be quite annoying here. Got to get out of there, though.
Yeah, it's still 4 members of the Valiant on the point, though. So Munchkin's going to have to fall back. Rest of his team respawning. Can he stop some of the respawns coming in on the side of the Valiant? He's not going to try. Agilities is going to get back up to rejoin his teammates.
Sure enough.
Soon is coming through.
I am healed.
Oh, good, you're healed. Wonderful. Wakid's healed. Now he's got a couple members of Valiant in that little hallway. Opportunity for a dash here, perhaps.
Doesn't.
Nope, going after Kareev in the back lines here. Had to reload, though. Here comes a Riptire. There goes Zunba. Agilities gets the Diva with that one, and Agilities gets Jayhong as well. And Valiant has been very good these last few fights, finding Jayhong and eliminating him. You know, we talked about Toby and Guido dying a lot on that Mercy, but as far as this particular round goes, Jayhong looking just as vulnerable.
Yes, he is, and Valiant still have a chance here to win this map, even if we go to point B. Still a possibility of a draw, so still everything in the Valiant's favor right now. A lot of time left for Seoul to work with.
Yep.
And just checking behind him. They're mixing up their defense every time. This time they have 3 on the opposite side, so not making it easy for Seoul to read.
Oh, Wakid was waiting. It looked like almost Munchkin was trying to bait him in, and Soon finds a kill anyway. There's a Transcendence coming in. Miro pops that Primal Rage as well. They've already lost Munchkin, though. Soon on the outside of the fight, waiting for a chance to use that Pulse Bomb. They've demexed Zunba. He's not going to last too much longer. There he goes. And so Valiant will continue to hold. And now Seoul Dynasty down to 3 minutes here. They're going to keep trying to grind a little bit. Miro, oh, he's gone. Wow. I'm surprised he went back in there. That was a little bit bold for him. There goes Guido. Looks like Seoul is going to reset here.
Seoul was trying to bait out ults from the Valiant. So what they did was as soon as we saw Munchkin go down and soon win the duel, it was a matter of using the Primal Rage on Miro to see if that they would be fooled into using the Valkyrie, but they weren't. And so the fight continued on. They caught out more members, and it results in a worse stagger actually now for Seoul.
Yeah. 5 ults. Although Valiant does have 4 of their own, including that really important Valkyrie. The Reptire coming in, Agilities.
Unko.
Yeah, Unko already finding a kill, though. Munchkin goes down, and yeah, Seoul's not going to get a lot done with this attack.
Well, they've got to back off again, especially as Jayhong will fall soon.
Wow, Valiant.
Cleanup.
Valiant has taken Seoul down to 2 minutes now in the time bank. Seoul needs to make something happen, and this is what we do see from this team. They do let it get down to the wire, but in this situation, you really have to take it earlier. You got to use that time bank.
Well, Valiant isn't getting flustered either. They're holding on to their critical ultimates, and Seoul is playing mind games right now, and simply put, Los Angeles is not falling to them.
Yep. Here we go again. Seoul coming around the side, trying to get the back lines. They made a big flank this time, Envy right there to take out Wakid. Zunba falls as well. And although Agilities does get taken out on the Valiant side, Seoul short-handed, they're going to use the Valkyrie. This is it. Seoul decides this is a push they want to use. Oh, but Soon comes in with the Pulse Bomb. They've got the Transcendence out from Guido now. Seoul's not going to have their support ultimates here. They have taken down Unko, so maybe a chance. Yeah, there goes Kareem. Seoul starting to make this fight work. They've still got to deal with that high ground, or does the high ground have to deal with them? Looks like Miro's going to jump up there and harass people just a bit. Agilities and Fate still up there for the moment.
Riptire.
Yeah, Riptire coming in. Oh,
Missed.
Guido tried to kill it, but he couldn't do it. He fell instead. And it looks like Seoul might be able to grind this one out. Yeah, it was very, very close, but they will finally take point A. And you can see all they need is that first tick of point B, and they will win the map.
The price was so high, though, Doa, and Unko still has a Transcendence. Guido immediately swaps onto the Soldier 76, so Seoul wants to use triple DPS here, only that single support to work with.
Well,
he's
for
going
the
to swap.
moment.
He's going to swap back. So I thought better of it, but that's going to be some time that they don't have, as the switch was denied apparently through the comms of the Seoul Dynasty.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Wikid has the Dragon Blade, but he has to contend with Unko's Trans.
Yeah, Miro down. That's not a good start for Seoul as they come in here, and they have less than a minute remaining. Wekid, they got to reset fast, and they are going to stagger Zinba, I think. Yeah, Zinba out of his mech. You can see it. Yep. And that is
He's got to
going to
go
be
all the way back.
Quite the stagger,
Go
yeah.
all the way back, unfortunately for him.
Well, they're going to barely have time to get back to the point. Look at this. It's already 30 seconds. Seoul needs to get there in a hurry.
And they didn't get what they wanted. Unko, not tricked, holds the trance. They know that the Dragon Blade hasn't been used in some time.
Here we go. 15 seconds remaining. Seoul Dynasty. This is a fight they must win if they want to win the map and tie up the series. And they're going to go in right here, right now. 10 seconds, down to 5. Seoul making their move. Right here as Miro dives in. They're going to chase him into the hallway. They've got him on the point. Transcendence coming in. Zunba demeched almost immediately, though. That's a problem for Seoul right off the bat. But maybe Weki can turn it around with the Dragon Blade. We'll see what he can do. Overtime ticking. And they got to get on the point. Weki go down.
So does Valiant.
Valiant may have this one. Yeah, Faye would too. And Seoul, they are not going to be getting any progress on this one. And Valiant somehow manages to hold. That will be a draw for Temple of Anubis.
In this first couple of games.
Very true. Just to be clear, that was a draw on Temple of Anubis. So Valiant
Toby will be taking over Mercy duties. Both these teams are just speed boosting, and then they'll swap to Mercy. NB will be on that Roadhog here on City Center.
That's right. Here we go. Fleta on that far again. Agilities on that on the Valiant side. Miro getting ready to dive into the high ground. Let's see if Seoul can pick up the pace a little bit and get themselves a map win here.
Seoul posting the high ground early. It's only Bunny right now on the point. He'll be there after the control unlocks. Envy going to get a hook onto Miro, but there's no follow-up damage. There's nobody with him.
Well, it's just him by himself, so he'll be able to take a chunk out of Miro, but not get that kill. Meanwhile, Fleta, Orb of Discord on him, so he has to play it a little bit safe here as Valiant trying to flip this point, or take it early, rather. Envy does manage to demech Zunba, and Agilities has to watch out for some chops from on high. There we go, Fleta. This guy is insane, air to air. Now putting some pressure on the Zen. Unko needing to be a bit careful here, but Dynasty hasn't taken the point quite yet. Still fighting it out with Valiant. Envy does go down, though. That's a good start. Jayhorn, meanwhile, pretty safe in the back lines. He's got Fate demech now, and has that Transcendence just in case he needed to try to secure this point. Soon with Discord on him, has to back away. A little bit too dangerous there. Now Discord is coming in from the Valiant side. They're using the whole hog too, so really pulling out all the stops to try to take this one and get the control percent going early.
Yeah, Kariv had to do a damage control Valkyrie to eliminate some of the picks that had happened earlier on in this fight.
Here we go.
Let's see if he can actually push the Valiant back. Looks like they are going to be swapping over on this point eventually.
Well, nobody's taken it yet. They're still fighting over it. And Seoul finally does get that control percent going, but that was one of the longest first battles I've seen on a control map in a long time.
Valiant will take some solace that they did make Toby use Valk eventually, so that'll reset that ability. Kariv will get a bit of an option on that another air-to-air rocket there, making Mercy's life difficult. It's back to the high ground now for the members of the Dynasty.
True enough. Zunba testing out the center before going back. Now he's going to have to drop down.
Soon got the pulse bomb kill.
That is big. Losing Miro certainly hurts. And Fleta goes down as well. Unko with the headshot there. And now again, Toby falling, dying early on in that fight. And didn't even have the Valkyrie available anyway, but Seoul getting gradually pushed off of this point here, and Valiant gonna flip it right back.
Miro was caught on the flank by himself, soon zipped in, unloaded a clip onto him, slapped the pulse bomb on the monkey, and that was going to be it because there was nobody in range to get the healing down. So Soon has showed up big many times today already, and he pulls it off again.
Yep. Already halfway to another pulse bomb. Takes some time. Oh, he just goes in and takes out Jayhong. Has to avoid Zunba here. He's in a lot of trouble. Yeah, he will go down. But that was a pretty nice kill onto the Zenyatta.
Yeah, you'll take that. Kareev also has the Valkyrie, so he's going to go ahead, bring Soon back up into this engagement.
Yep, Agility's playing in traffic, but he's staying above it all. He's safe for now. Toby falling again. Kareev with the kill this time. Oh, he brings back Envy as well. Valiant holding strong on the point for the moment. Zunba gonna get demec'd here.
Just about stalling. Miro has used the Primal Rage. He will die eventually. And everybody from the Dynasty has to fall back. Jayhong is getting pummeled towards his base by Fate.
Yeah. Wow. Toby getting close to another Valkyrie, and Jayhong does have Transcendence, so maybe, just maybe, a chance for Seoul to take this one back, but Valiant has already built up near 70 control percent already.
Yeah, they're going to have a Transcendence too, so
yeah.
He can still play around these abilities and try and push this all the way to 100 in a first point capture.
Oh, Bunny has to play anti-flank duty. As Soon has been so dangerous. Throws in another pulse bomb now. Doesn't really get any kills out of that one, though. Fate, meanwhile, just trying to fight it out with Miro. He has to back away for the moment. Bunny did find Unko on the side of that fight, actually, so that's a good kill for Seoul.
Fate nearly
down
dead.
Two. There we go. Now both supports out of the way. And Seoul trying to flip this one back again. Soon goes down to another rocket from Fleta, and Envy just trying to delay as long as he possibly can. But with Jayhong stepping in and getting that one, Seoul will get their control percent going. But Valiant did get it up to 99%.
And you're going to be totally fine with that if you're the Valiant. You're coming up with another Valkyrie of your own. You certainly have a strength advantage to muscle your way back onto this point and then push it through. That 1% that you need, Seoul is going to have to be immaculate in this defense.
Yep, that's right. But it's going to need to be very choosy about that barrage. Oh, unlucky reload. He needed that one more shot, shot rather. What am I saying here? Oh, there it is. How many air-to-air are we going to see today? It's crazy. Kareev with another res, uses a Valkyrie to do it. Meanwhile, on the low ground, Unko with that Transcendence, Agilities dropping the barrage onto the high ground, gets the entire pharmacy. Seoul Dynasty in a lot of trouble here. And Valiant will nearly flip it back already. They've just got to deal with a few more. There it is. We're into OT. Self-destruct thrown in by Zunba, but it's not enough to get any kills. Jayhong gonna try to sustain on the point with the Transcendence for as long as he possibly can. And maybe Valiant can grind this one out. It's looking okay. Bunny goes down, and with Seoul Dynasty kind of streaming onto the point one by one, they're not gonna be able to flip it.
Gotta drop down.
Valiant nearly has this one. There we go. They will take the point here on Oasis.
As glorious as that air, Agilities had the better idea.
Yep.
Because he killed Jayhong. Jayhong had the
here as we move on to University. And if Valiant wins this round, they will win the series.
It's going to be quad tank with Soon on the Zarya. Valiant have done this strategy before. Fleta is on the Sombra. I've been wondering where this was. You hack the pack in the middle and charge up the EMP very quickly. So he's going to be running underneath.
Oh, Valiant just rolling in, man. They came in like a wrecking ball. What can they do to Seoul? They've got him in the room. They've got Jayhong already. Great start for Valiant.
I've been wondering why we hadn't seen the Sombra. I was actually asking that earlier. Where is the Sombra on University? Because you can have an EMP up for every fight if you hack that pack in the middle and jump off. But that time, Valiant, they realize that they have the Lucio speed boost, so they attack a flank to get a hook and get that initial kill.
With all the health that these tanks have, even with that EMP, is the Sombra going to be good enough? Can they do enough damage?
So what I prefer to see is when you have one of your supports as Sombra instead, and I agree, Dylan, I don't think they are going to have enough damage.
Yeah, that's a concern here. They're going to go for it anyway. Agility's very, very low.
Everybody got hacked. It was a 6-person hack on the side of Seoul.
Oh, that is big, and that's going to lead to a decent amount of kills. Not a lot of healing coming in, and Seoul capitalizing on that one. They're going to flip it back. So So 30% for LA Valiant. Soul flips it back. They get the control percent going, and Jayhong with a parting blow onto Envy on the way out.
Well, if you hit everybody with the hack and you don't have any Zarya bubbles, defense matrix,
Sure.
Healing from the Roadhog, yes, then it can work. Are you going to get that every time? Maybe not.
Yeah, that was really the perfect storm for Seoul Dynasty. And Fleta finding that God tier EMP. See if he can get one again soon. He's nearly got it, already up to near 90%. Soon, speaking of him, gets taken out by Toby, boofed off the map there. That's not a great start for Valiant. Toby does go down in the process here, but Fleta getting so close to that EMP.
Oh, Bunny is going to fall, though, and Fleta's going to get stunned, actually. He gets hit by an Earth Shatter.
Wow, Valiant coming out ahead so far in this fight. Transcendence coming in, but they're going to need people to actually get kills off of this. Zunba kind of on his own on the point for the moment. Toby firing from the side. Bunny on his own, but he can't do enough damage on those tanks with the Tracer. Here comes another self-destruct.
EMP's
No
there.
good for that one. There's the EMP, that's right. No more healing coming in on that Roadhog.
Kareem was hiding around the corner waiting for the EMP, so he pops out and uses the sound barrier.
Perfect usage of that.
Perfect.
Keeps Valiant up. They will maybe flip the point back. They just got to finish off the rest of the members. There we go. Just a few stragglers for Seoul, but Valiant does get it back again.
Yeah, they were ready for it that time. Kareev not going to let his sound barrier get canceled out. Instead, protects the members of his team while they are hacked. So no EMP. Fleta is staying on the Sombra.
They're hiding. They're letting Seoul come in, and they're going to jump on him, trying to cut him off. But it looks like they will have Miro jump out just in time.
Sound barrier is up for Toby.
Yep, Unko nearly has that coalescence with the Moira on the Valiant side of things. Soul coming in now, soon gets hacked. No Graviton Surge, he's gonna drop down. They're gonna chase, soon in a lot of trouble, he's taken out. And meanwhile, Agility is just pushing back Soul with that whole hog.
Both of the supports are dead now.
Yep, 70% for Valiant. They've equalized the control percent that Soul's got. Soul charging back on the point from the low ground here. Agility's looking for targets. Fate just swinging away here. That's going to be a kill onto Zunba as he gets D-Mech. Fate coming up big here. And Valiant coming very close to beating Seoul Dynasty.
Fleta is hiding on the side of the map of the Valiant spawn. He's coming around the flank right now. He wants to hit the big EMP. They need to approach with the sound barrier now. If they can hit the EMP, Valiant won't be able to use all these ults.
Fleta needs the biggest EMP ever here to turn this one around. There it is, comes in. Did he get enough? Not so sure. Soon did get taken out early here. Self-destruct coming in for Envy now. Pushes people back. Oh, Envy can't get back in the mech. Seoul Dynasty nearly flipped the point already. Agility's back on there though, trying to find Jayhong. The kill comes in, but Kareev is the one who claims it. Fate taken down, and Seoul will flip it. 99% for Valiant, but Dynasty is not done yet.
No, they're not. And Kareev's coming back. He's nearly got a sound barrier. Unko with the coalescence, and Fleta had to use that EMP. So Seoul's still in pretty bad shape right now.
Yep, that is right. Jayhong over to the Ana last moment. I mean, that biotic grenade against all those tanks could be crucial, and that's what they're going to go for here.
Trying to stall right now. Graviton is down.
Yep, that's right. Oh, and here comes the Earth Shatter. Where are the kills? Sound barrier for Valiant to try to keep people up in the meantime. Coalescence comes in for the Moira. That is it. Seoul Dynasty losing a lot of people in this fight already. Jayhong can't do anything. And it looks like, yeah, as Toby falls, Valiant will flip it back. Bunny can try to delay as much as he possibly can here, but they're going to chase him. Overtime ticking, and Valiant has defeated Seoul Dynasty. They've got enough wins to do it. One more map to go, but this match is already won.
It is won by the Valiant Doa. They did what they needed to do today to keep themselves alive in the stage playoffs.
You know, we will find out. Seoul Dynasty on the defense first, though. Valiant on the attack, and sure enough, Agility's on that Genji, soon on the Tracer. Let's see if Valiant can close this one out with yet another win. As we get things started, only Miro on the high ground of that center building. Zumba joining a little bit later. Now the dive comes in from Valiant. Trying to push the Soul tanks off there. Zumba getting a little bit low. Has to be careful here.
Yeah, actually, Miro and Bunny harassing pretty viciously on the flanks right now.
Yeah, that's an aggressive defense from Seoul before they fall back here.
Yeah, target selection not quite there from the side of the Valiant to take anybody out. And they will all recollect and regroup inside the choke point.
Yep, crucial part of this early Dorado defense is knowing when to fall back and start focusing on the choke instead of the high ground.
Yeah, they couldn't actually finish off any of the kills. So the point of Seoul doing that is they want to poke with the Soldier and then finish off kills with Tracer and Winston.
Whoa, Fate going aggressive, trying to get onto Fleta in the back line.
Support to
Jaytheteen
God.
goes down, that's right. Toby falls as well. Great fight for Valiant, and they will steamroll Dynasty.
That's diving right back there. And you think that they would know that the dive is coming, right? You expect that from the Valiant. And previously, when we've seen the Dynasty play, they have performed admirably against Genji Tracer teams. But when you run the Soldier instead of the McCree, you don't have that same stopping power that you get with the flashbang.
A very quick, smooth point A from Valiant, and they're going to push up and try to get this aggressive offense going, trying to prevent Seoul Dynasty from setting up on the high ground. Somebody's got to get back there and move the payload, though. Eventually. There we go. Just wanted to try to pressure Seoul away from that high ground for the moment.
Just peeking around the side right now, they will see that everybody's on the high ground. Tactical Visor utilized immediately.
Wow, yeah, Fleta really going ham with that one. Unko does go down. Bunny finds him on the side, and here comes Agilities with the Dragon Blade, trying to equalize in these kills a little bit. Fleta does take himself out in the end, it looks like, and Agility's trying to demech Zumba, but didn't really get anything out of that Dragon Blade. And Seoul Dynasty going to be winning this fight, it looks like.
He did force the Transcendence, so that's the one thing that we can say for the Valiant on that attack. They are still going to get cleaned up all the way back towards the museum soon. Really getting the drop there onto Bunny. Payload will move a little bit, and maybe they can turn this around right now. It is a 4-on-4 on the payload.
Yeah, Seoul Dynasty diving into the back line, so, but Miro will fall. Didn't have enough support there to keep him alive. There goes Bunny as well. So that last dive for Seoul doesn't work out too well, and now Valiant's going to get a lot of distance on this payload.
Seoul's changing up their tactics. They committed 3 members of the team, Bunny, Zumba, and Miro, just to take out Unko at the start of that last fight. And that left some of their other members open to a counter dive by the Valiant. And the payload just kept on rolling throughout most of that engagement.
Yep, that's right. Tranquility used as Unko found himself under threat here. As Miro jumped in, looks like there's going to be a self-destruct. Miro trying to get out of this one. Fate's chasing him though.
The tanks from Seoul are going in, but they don't have any healing.
Yeah. All right, Agility's getting in the back lines a little bit. He's going to Dragon Blade anyway. Unko goes down, does Fate as well. Yep, Agility's taken out, but kills on the other side coming in too. Toby, both Mercies out of the way. So teams fighting each other to a bit of a standstill, and Envy going to go ahead and reset.
The Valiant should have collapsed backwards right there. They had everybody clogged in the choke right from the Seoul Dynasty side. Their supports were unable to get to their tanks. So had they doubled back, I think they had a chance to take out the tanks early and continue their push.
You know, one thing that we've seen from Agilities, I think more than anything else, as Genji on Dorado, is overly aggressive diving with the Dragon Blade. And I feel like we've seen a couple of those already in this round. And as good as he's looked on other maps, this one always has been a little bit of a tough one for him on that hero.
He does go with that very aggressive style, that's for sure.
A little bit over aggressive sometimes, but his team's been following up well this time, so it's been working. Soon brought back up by Karif here. Oh, but there goes Unko. Bunny striking with that Tracer, throws out the Dragon Blade, gets the stick, but dies to Agilities in the meantime. That payload is moving. And Valiant looks like they're going to get point B.
I mean, Miro used the Primal Rage for no purpose right there.
Yeah.
And he actually gets staggered at the end of it too. So even worse for Seoul. Miro couldn't get back on the payload to stall it. And that means that they're not going to have that ability up here with so much time left on the clock that they have to work through to hold on point C.
Yeah. Well, Seoul's defense has looked half-hearted at best here on Dorado so far, and Valiant has taken full advantage of that. Over 3 minutes left in the time bank here. Soon trying to fight it out with Jaehong on that Zen. Maybe try to get that Transcendence out of him. Breathe a little bit low, gets back to his team. No, Zumba finds the kill instead. And so Dynasty with a couple kills. They're going to push Valiant back. But Valiant's got time, so you're not going to be too worried about this.
We're going to get the D-Mech at the end of this one. Envy leaping away, and no, he will provide some much-needed ult charge to Karif instead.
Yeah.
At the end of the fight. So Seoul going to reset now, taking control of the high ground. Bunny operating on the opposite side of the point from the rest of his team.
Well, Toby's nearly got his Valkyrie too, so he's a little bit ahead in that category. They'll definitely be needing that sooner rather than later. And now the dive comes in. Seoul trying to get in the back lines. That's going to be a self-destruct planted by Zunba right in the entrance. Envy is stuck. Still has some help. Manages to come back and take out Bunny. Unko in trouble. He will fall, but the D-Mech on Zunba comes in anyway. Somehow Envy survived through all of this with not much health left. That's going to be Valiant coming out a little bit ahead on this fight. Miro's still on the payload, though, to slow things down as much as he possibly can. There's a Primal Rage, and Jayhong in a little bit of trouble. Reflect. Agilities with that kill. Kobe went down too. Agilities actually got back and killed both supports for Dynasty.
Honestly, Miro's Primal Rages have left a lot to be desired so far tonight, though. And again, you see an ultimate that you'd probably like to have back, especially as your supports go down and you're looking to stop this payload from moving.
Well, Miro's looked a bit off on that Winston for the past few weeks here, and it's not changing on Dorado. Right here, right now, Zunba trying to delay as long as he possibly can on this Zarya, but he will get D-Mech'd, and now with that D-Mech, the Dragon Blade comes out as Seoul Dynasty tries to get people back on the point. Kariv and Unko falling, though, so Seoul maybe might be able to hold this for a little bit longer. Still a minute left for Valiant, but they don't have any ultimates, and Seoul the ones holding the advantage at the moment.
And Jayhong did not use the Transcendence. I think Agilities there was primarily trying to draw that ult out so they could succeed on their next push. Unfortunately, that is not the expected result. And the Valiant now have very long odds to complete this push, but they've nearly gotten it there all the same.
Yeah. Even if they don't complete it, they've still put Seoul in a little bit of a tricky spot, but Bunny looks to
once again Unko. Oh, he dies!
Wow, and the pulse bomb doesn't reach Unko either. They were so ready. Oh, and Soon! Sneaky Soon man pushing that payload nearly to the end of it. Whoa, that would have been embarrassing. But that does give Valiant a chance to jump back on again. Zunba D-Mech, he's gonna pop that self-destruct. Oh, but Soon gets a double kill with the pulse bomb. Valiant not done yet at all. The payload is right there, man. If they can clear Miro out, they might be able to do this. They do. And Valiant will take 3 points again, stealthily moving that payload forward.
He's just a thief.
Shake out over the next few days.
Yeah, I think that you sometimes get the big plays with Bunny. You know, he tried to go after that play onto Unko. Unko won the duel, and it was the French side of the Valiant that were responsible for basically all the clutch plays on that last point. Really amazing to see.
76, you are old enough to know that you do not just swing around a pulse rifle like that. That is not a good example.
Never aim it at anything you don't intend to shoot.
Mr. Seoul. I am so disappointed. Here we go, Seoul Dynasty on the attack. And they've got to get it there to try to force this to time bank now. Can Valiant end this series right here, right now?
They're going to be playing with the Tracer and the Soldier, but
wow,
we'll get a kill onto the tank. And that's not a resurrectable tank, so they're going to have to fall all the way back now and wait for the respawn.
Well, it almost looked like he was aiming at Unko, and Fate came in to take one for the team there. Threw himself in front of VIP Unko there. He's like, he just got back into action, don't hurt him.
All right, Fate's back, so now the Valiant can make their stand.
Yep, that's the plan. Flata looking for a few more shots, really gunning for Unko here. Meanwhile, Zunba pushed back, isolated, carved away from the rest of his team and D-Mech'd.
They're gonna try and wrap around the side right now, but Envy still gonna have to fall back.
Yeah.
And Seoul, they have the infra sight up, but that's about it. Pulse bomb not gonna do any work for Soon this time.
Oh, still looking for those shots. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the flank though. Soon could come in at any moment. Now he knows where everybody is though.
They're waiting for Zunba to get his mech back, and Jayhong will. That's a good start to a fight.
Yep. Well, they took our advice.
Oh, three.
Not bad. Agility's taken out. There goes Unko as well. Bunny coming alive here. Gets Envy before the remake too. Oh, Seoul gonna take point A and get a little bit of momentum going here into point B.
Crucial pick. Kariv was chunked out before he started his Valkyrie, and that made it easy for Fleta to get the final scope shot onto him.
Yeah.
Jayhong going to be sitting on payload right now as we take a look at Flutter's perspective from that.
Check out the end of point A here.
You can see the initial shot and then
Oh,
the follow-up
man.
flick. Beautiful.
Right as Karif popped Valkyrie too. Crucial kill for Seoul. Gonna try to get a little bit of presence on the high ground now.
It'll be Genji now for Agility's Kareem in the front again.
Oh man, Zunba's so ready for that one. Oh, they're gonna go after the Mercy on the other side though too. Toby in a little bit of trouble. Big aggression from Valiant. Zunba just gonna throw the self-destruct in there. No kills out of that one, but he does get his mech back just in time, and a kill on Agility's on the way out. That feels good.
Everybody's chunked out right now. Just
Ooh,
Fate
Fate.
and Soon on the payload.
Oh, rockets are good. And Fate will fall. That payload has not been slowed down too much yet.
Yeah, Flutter with the big stagger at the end too. He had ran all the way forward to try and catch Envy on the far side of the map, and wait for him to respawn. Valiant still going to be okay here
Hello.
to contest at the end of B.
Oh, so Soon's not the only sneaky one. He ran right past Bunny there.
Ooh, they're going to walk through this door. Ooh, he's patient.
Oh, he
forces
got
the trap.
transcendence.
Very nice.
That is big. Unko using it early. I think that Zen out is nice. There goes Fate. Fleta finds that kill. Oh, a stick onto Envy. Can they get the D-Mech? They can, but there's the self-destruct now. Diva ult used. Fleta finding a couple kills. Envy can't get back in his mech because he's back in spawn. And Seoul really pushing fast through A and B now.
That was such a great read from Bunny.
Yeah.
Baited that out and holds on to the pulse bomb to D-Mech at the same time. Forced the self-destruct. That was 2 ults forced by Bunny for just some smart play.
Yeah, another kill onto Unko. As we saw a little bit ago, Seoul Dynasty coming into point C. They've got 4 minutes to try to push through, and they've got a chance here to get a good time bank score if they can keep the momentum going.
And Flutter just stays on the Widowmaker, rarely seen on this last point.
Well, Toby has to pop Valk to bring Jayhong back up again. Envy D-Mech here, and that's going to give Fleta a real good opportunity to find some more kills, but he doesn't even need him, man. Zumba's just going crazy here.
Yeah, they're going to try and hunt down Unko too. They're going to get him.
There's another one.
Well, this is really good for Seoul now.
Yeah, look at the positioning they've got. They've really got the spawns covered for Valiant.
And Miro and Bunny are on the opposite side of the point, so they're waiting for this to jump in. They want to kill some more supports.
Yep.
They want to kill Kareem.
Ooh, they might be able to do that. Toss
No.
the pulse bomb in, but he got back to spawn just in time. Bunny could really have used that. Transcendence coming in for Jayhong. Agilities does fall. Envy back on the point. They're stalling it out for as long as they can. Soon jumping down onto Fleta. Fleta stays alive though, but Toby does not. So now Agilities open up to kill, get that kill into Fleta. And so with Kareem and that Valkyrie, that Mercy ultimate helps Valiant heal their way to a successful fight here, but Seoul still with a lot of time in the time bank.
Now they have a lot of time, Doa, but they are pretty far behind in ult charge, so Seoul gonna have to change everything up now. Fleta will be moving to the Genji. Still enough time left to get a Dragon Blade.
Yep.
And try and finish off this map with a big team wipe, but Valiant going to be commanding the payload for the next minute or two.
That is the idea. Agility's biding his time. Gonna have to worry about Zimba on the high ground here. Heals coming in from the Mercy. Toby trying to keep his diva up. And Zimba getting D-Macked, and now the Dragon Blade comes in. Oh, but they were ready. Miro with the kill there. Zimba's mech did still get taken out. Envy, though, finds the kill onto Toby, who's caught by that self-destruct again.
Now they're going to back out. They're going to be happy enough with that, Doa.
Oh, yeah, I would
There's
be.
no self-destruct. There's no Dragon Blade, but Unko. A player that, in the past, over the history of his career, I've criticized many times for using his ultimate too early. This match today, he has been exceptionally patient.
Yeah.
And that's the second fight in a row. He's made sure that his transcendence stays up.
Unko's really come back stronger than ever here after having his team be without him for a couple matches. Certainly playing well here today. They've already got the win, but a map win here again would put them ahead of Seoul in the standings. There's a D-Mac onto Zumba. He's going to go and throw out the self-destruct, and they get him before he gets back in the Diva suit again. And so Seoul already short-handed, but they strike back. Kareem goes down, and with the D-Mech on the Envy, maybe Seoul's got what it takes.
Oh, they get him again!
With the kill onto Zumba, though, and Jayhong down. So Valiant coming back, and it looks like That payload is still moving here, finally stalled out. Seoul trying to find the kill onto Fate.
Wow.
Maybe they've pulled this one out of the fire. Seoul pulls more fights out than we've seen teams do oftentimes.
Yeah, but Griefs kept his Valkyrie again. I mean, the target selection was superb from Valiant. They punished Zunba twice. Once for the self-destruct, once after he was res. He could never get back in his Diva suit.
Yep. Jaehoong managed to hold on to the Transcendence through that. Down to 25 seconds remaining. This is really going to be the last attack for Seoul. They're not going to have much time for another one if this fails. Fleta fighting it out with agilities. Here comes the Dragon Blade. Looking for a bit more. The D-Mech onto Envy. That's certainly a good start. There goes Fleta. Agilities, the aggression winning out. Can he get the kill? Maybe. Bunny and Miro down. Toby down. They can't get there. It's OT. Zunba with the D-Mech. Can't get back in though. Unko gets him. Overtime ticking away. And that is it. Valiant will win this series 3-0 and move ahead of Seoul Dynasty in the standing.
That's right. They are now in command of third place. They are, for the moment, our final seed for the stage playoffs, but we have a lot of Overwatch still to play this week.
Man.
And basically...